Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Antics and Goose Show. I'm Fancy
And
Antics,
I'm Trap Goose Gaming.
and here with us today we have the head of Hogwarts himself, Headmaster Dumbledore, as our very special guest, live from Hogwarts. And took the time out of his busy schedule, obviously, to make some time for our little old podcast. And so here we are.
What's up?
So just remember, this is our show where we talk about absolutely anything and everything. We just kind of bullshit. We talk. We bring on random guests, content creators mostly. We obviously are looking into getting a bunch of different people on. We upload every Friday on YouTube. Either it's a short video or it's our podcast itself. We also have a bunch of different platforms. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and then obviously our personal Twitches, YouTubes, everything. Obviously, you can see all of our names on the screen right now and what we do. So make sure you guys check us all out at those respected locations.
Exactly, yeah. And make sure you guys, everyone checks out links down below for Headmaster Dumbledore on Twitch and his social media links as well. So welcome, Headmaster
Thank
Dumbledore. Glad to have you. So, go right to it. Let's. What about you, man? What's going on?
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys. Trap Goose, nice to see you. Fancy, it's sometimes nice to see. No, I'm kidding. Your beautiful face.
Yeah, I look in the mirror every day when I wake up too. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm good.
Just not today.
I don't like to see myself either.
not,
I just walk by.
Not today, man.
I just walk
not
by
today.
my mirror. Don't even look at it. Sometimes put a curtain on it most of the time. They're like, nah, fuck that shit. Not today.
Has the shit turned around facing the wall?
No, I'm great. I'm a pretty new streamer. I've been doing it since about, I'm gonna say August or September last year.
Yep.
Been grinding away at it, sitting here at like 450 followers. Got started off with like I literally started off streaming with like a just my Xbox and my Kinect sitting on top of like a bed, like a cot that was sitting beside me on top of a TV tray and balanced with like a deck of cards so that my angle was proper. And
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm from Saskatchewan, Canada. That's pretty much me, man. 35-year-old married man. So ladies, stay off me.
Yeah, we got the warning out there because we have to have that disclaimer in videos like this when we have very hot celebrities. So
It's a curse.
You know,
It's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
What can you do, right?
That's
Exactly.
an impressive. You've definitely come a long way since the start of it. I know when I started, I was very similar. I streamed basically off my Xbox with a webcam plugged into it, and that was it. And mine was a weird angle. Mine was like shooting straight up my nostrils. Like it was, man, it was bad.
Man, I went from like even the setup that I had was okay for what I was doing, but like I went from like my Xbox using the Kinect, and like the Kinect is whatever, it's what it is. But I was like, I can do this better. All my friends were like building PCs and doing all this stuff. I was like, there's gotta be a way that I can do this without building a PC. So I was like, I've got a 10-year-old computer that with 2 gigabytes of RAM. I can probably set something up. So I set up OBS. I downloaded OBS. I was wirelessly streaming using the companion app on my Xbox or front of the Xbox to the computer, and then using OBS to pick up the window. And then I was wirelessly streaming a webcam using the IV Cam app on my phone so that I could have my webcam over there. And it would take me about 35 to 45 minutes each stream just to get my stream going. Because I would have to turn on my Xbox and go turn on my computer, wait for the computer to boot, and then I'd have to start all the programs and let them all load up and do like a specific sequence so that they wouldn't like jam each other. And then by the time I finally got everything set up, if I made like if I had alerts set up, it would crash my entire system. I could have follow alerts, and that was it. But if like anything else happened, my whole system would crash. My my games would be delayed, my audio, my video would be delayed, everything would be delayed, and it was honestly it was the most janky thing you've ever seen. But it worked. I streamed like that for 2 months.
Exactly. You got to start somewhere. It's like a whole pile of cards, right? You just have the whole stack, and then one too
Exactly.
many. It's toast.
Well, and
Yeah.
that's I think a good thing for streamers starting out too, right? Don't invest too much into your setup to make sure you enjoy it before you get into it,
I've said
right?
that before.
I don't know. I've had like a rash, a rush, not a rash.
I've had that too, but
well, okay,
different story for another day.
we're not doctors
No,
here, Dumbledore.
a rush of like brand new streamers, guys that are just starting out, and they always ask me like, what's your number one advice that you can give to somebody? I was like, it's don't buy the equipment. Like, get something that make sure you have something that you can get your content out there. Like, you got a good enough computer with like a capture card, or you got what you need to get your content out there. But don't go out and buy a $500, $600, $700 camera. Don't go out and buy a $400 or $500 Shure microphone right away. Like, don't go out and buy that stuff if you're brand new. Set it up so that your headset is your microphone. Set it up so that get like the IV Cam app is awesome. It great quality camera for free basically. And like do those things. Like don't spend all the money. Like I didn't start upgrading my stream until I started making a little bit of income off my stream. I started making I get a little bit of income. I get some income. The way I do it right now is 60% of my income goes back into streamers. So if I get $100 next month, $60 of that goes back into streamers. 40 of that goes into upgrading my stream. Awesome. It's just the way that I've done it. Like nobody has to take my advice, obviously. But I've found it's the way that I've been doing it. I have found a nice medium between being able to upgrade my equipment. I've got I started off with this blue snowball ice that I'm currently doing a giveaway for right now. And now I'm on a blue Yeti. I love my blue Yeti. I loved my blue snowball ice, but this one has better. It has that you can set it so that it gets omnidirectional, and this blue snowball didn't. So I upgraded it so that when I start doing my own podcasts and stuff, I don't have to be like, hey, what's up in front of my microphone. But yeah, like I get a little bit of money, upgrade a little bit of my stream at a time.
Well, and then that's a good way to do it too. And I that's kind of how I've always been on Twitch as well. Is I put a decent chunk of my money back into Twitch. Like I get, let's just say I make $1,000 a month. Like I would say, well over half of that goes back into Twitch and into streamers and into people I want to support, right? Because I wouldn't be where I am without the support of others. And it's kind of like I have a job where I make decent money at, so I don't necessarily like need the money. Like the money obviously helps, and it keeps me going in the direction I want to be. But I don't need the money, so I'd rather give the money to people that could probably use the money, or like people that aren't working, that they've been laid off for a year because of all this COVID shit, right? So it's like giving back to the people that are helping support you, even just someone that's always spending time in your channel, or people that have come in and donate, or people that constantly raid you or show support. That's where I like to put my money.
Yeah.
Keep the cycle going.
Well, and it's the same like with Antics and I. We share each other's content, and that's also something, right? Like it's that's another way how to help other streamers out or other content creators is it doesn't hurt to retweet something or to share something on Facebook or Snapchat or post a picture somewhere and be like, hey, this is what's going on over here. Come hang out and watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yep. Very true. That's what we do all the time. Back and forth. Good connections.
Exactly. Yep.
Mhm.
And then I guess on that, like something like on that, Dumbledore, like I know I'm familiar with your content, but let's tell everyone else about your content. What kind of content do you make?
Mhm.
Like, I like to say that I'm a multi-game streamer. I'm not. I play Warzone like constantly. I get into it and I don't know, it's a bad cycle. I love the
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
but it's I have like 4 games going on at the same time, but I'll start my night and be like, oh, Warzone. I'll talk with these guys for a while. I'll play Warzone, and then I'll be like, oh shit, it's 2 a.m.
Yeah. Exactly.
I guess I was playing Warzone tonight only. Like I play some Assassin's Creed, Warzone, mostly Warzone. I just got into that Outriders game.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So yeah, it I mostly for like first person shooters and some I don't know if I'd call them what do you call an Assassin's Creed game? Not an
Like an adventure, like an action
Yeah,
adventure.
yeah,
Action
yeah.
adventure, probably. Yeah.
They're not role playing games like the Elder Scrolls, although they are on their way there. I think that's what Assassin's Creed is trying to turn themselves into. But something just a little bit less of a role playing game than that. So yeah, adventure would sound about right.
That's pretty sweet. I can definitely relate to that Warzone thing too, because it's like, even for other reasons, it's like, I'm gonna play a few games of Warzone and I'm gonna get some shit done tonight. The shit does
Yeah,
not get done that night ever.
no,
It's
like
just
how Call of Duty I love this battle royale style of game. It's so fun. But there's like multiplayer. The way that it used to be, it like just you load in with your friends in a party and you just kill people for like 4 hours or like 2 hours, and you feel like you've been at it all night because you played like 40 games.
yeah,
And now you play like 6 games, and all of a sudden it's been, well, depending on how well you did, it's been 4 hours.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. They can be long.
Yeah, I definitely got out of the realm of just strictly playing Warzone for a while. Because that's what all I started with was just I played Warzone. If Fancy knows all about it. Him and I literally played it almost every night. And I'd rope him into it. He'd be like, "I'm gonna go work on music." I'd be like, "Are you sure?"
No.
So like, but also now now going back into it, I know how much I miss that game and how much fun I have with it, and the fact that I'm not half bad at it either really helps me. And like, I have a lot of fun. Obviously, I am a toxic teammate because if my team's not as good as me, I shit on them constantly.
I've never
Much for that.
fallen victim to that.
Yeah.
Never, never. But like that's just it's with Warzone. It's so hard to kind of get away from it because it's so fun to play. It kills so much time, and
Yeah,
it's just like it's a different game every time because the circle's moving different. The people are different. But when you play multiplayer, you get that one map. That map moves the same way no matter what. You got your camping
yeah,
spots in that spot. It's not like the map's shrinking on you, so it's like you can literally hide in a spot with a shotgun and call it a day.
yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I also like multiplayer lobbies are just super toxic. So like I try to stay away from
Oh
them.
my god, so toxic. Like before we started this year tonight, I was playing some multiplayer. I've been just trying to grind out some of the guns that I used. Some of the guns that I used a lot in Warzone at the beginning are. I'm like, you know what? I like the gold. I want to get some of these guns gold. So I've just been trying to grind out some of the camos, and every time I do that, it's just like the most toxic things are being said to you, and some of it's funny, and then at the end of it, you're just like, I don't want to be here today.
Seriously, yeah. Just
Mhm.
trash like that.
Well,
Forgot about that actually. Yeah.
I mean, like when how many times have you been called a fat piece of shit and just been like, how do they know?
You watched my stream. Thanks. You've seen the sexy fat guy dance.
No, my
There you go,
God.
yeah. That's just positive spin on that. That's great.
And there you go. That's also something I'll tell you guys right now. If you guys want to have a good time, head over to Headmaster Dumbledore streams. They're always fun. If I'm there, I'm always making sure there's a sexy. What is it? Sexy fat man dance. There we go.
Sexy sat.
A sexy fat man dance party.
Exactly, and it's a blast. And sometimes you get to piss off his wife by saying shit in chat.
Yeah. Is the sexy fat man dance, is that like a point redemption thing?
Yeah,
Like
2,000 points. You get a sexy fat man dance party. I'm working on a new. It's become so popular. I need to make a like a whole new overlay, like on my like little Stream Deck app, I can push a button and I'll go over to my other webcam and play the song, because I got to find a song, because it's too hard to. I usually just open up Pretzel Rocks and like press play. Nope, that song's not gonna cut it. Next, nope, that song's not gonna cut it. And you sit there for like 45 seconds. You're like, well, goddamn, I gotta get this song going.
Yeah,
I'm losing all the hype just sitting here trying to find a song.
Been there.
Actually, I had speaking of the sexy fat man dance party, I don't know if I told you this, Trap, but I had like a lot of hate, like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. I had like 30 people send me whispers, like not, maybe I think it was like 20 some, send me whispers just like, hey, fat guy, get off Twitch. Fat people don't belong here. Like I had a lot of like bad shit. Like it was those things don't hurt me. I don't let those things hurt me. You can say whatever the fuck you want to me. I don't give a shit. I am 35 years old. My life, I have lived. I have no shame. Like, you can say whatever. I've been there. I've done that. My time to care about what you think of me is gone. So I sent out a TikTok. I was like, hey, this, and then I was just like, for all the guys that hate, slapped the belly and did a fucking sexy fat man dance with my shirt off. So
that was one of my favorite TikToks ever. Literally, when I seen that, I was like, man, this is sad. I'm like, man, these guys are fucking dickheads. And then you do that, I'm like, oh man, he just trolled the internet.
It's just like, don't let it get to you. Like the sexy fat man dance. Like I've had so many people message me in Discord, join my Discord, message me on Twitch, do other stuff, and just be like, man, that has made me feel so much better about me. Just like another bit, like I'm a big guy. I've felt so bad about about who I am because of my weight and all of this, and just like seeing you just give her shit and not give a fuck about what the world thinks about you. It like has made a difference in like so many people already that I don't know, that even if I lose all this weight, I'm gonna have to buy a fat suit so that I can pretend to be the fat guy on stream.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh fuck. Well,
I'll meet up with Trap one day. I'm actually 125 pounds.
Just got the camera stretched.
Yeah, mind blown. What? That's not you. Damn. But I think Antics has put some really good questions in our little Google Docs thing that we should go over. I mean, we're having a lot of fun bullshitting, but it's time for the brass tacks. You know, this is where we lower the lights and we grill you. You know, 1,000 miles a minute.
All right.
And so, Antics, you can bring up the next question for you.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask too, like, maybe Trap already knows, but like, and obviously the community doesn't here, but you, your name, Headmaster Dumbledore, so sounds to me like a Harry Potter fan for sure.
Gigantic.
So, what made you want to go with that name for your Twitch? Like, what specifically?
Well, Dumbledore is my favorite character in Harry Potter. I tried to go with Dumbledore. It's gone. I tried 90 different mixes of it, and just Headmaster Dumbledore, one word, was it.
Gotcha.
I but like when you say I'm a Harry Potter fan, this cabinet right here is my Harry Potter collection.
Oh shit!
It
Cool.
it has my Harry Potter Lego. It has
Mhm.
all 9 of my wands. It has my time turner. It has
Mhm.
my Gringotts coins. It
Yeah.
has everything. I I am a gigantic nerd. Like I'm the kind of guy that goes to a Harry Potter or a Harry Potter trivia night and expects to get first place.
Damn straight. That's awesome.
Right?
Frick. You should do the whole thing on TikTok I saw recently. It's tell me you're a Harry Potter fan without telling me you're a Harry Potter fan, and just like go through that cabinet with like just a pan of your camera or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be good for the
I
promotion.
I
There.
actually
That's good.
I saw that just today.
Mhm.
Draco was doing that.
Yeah. Right. Tom
Yeah.
Felton started.
Yeah, Tom Felton started
Yep.
that, which is
That's cool,
hilarious.
dude. Yeah. You ever been to met any of the actors at all, like at an expo or something like
No.
that? No?
I All right, here's the thing. I'm insanely cheap.
Yeah. Okay.
Coming, hey, we said we're going brass tacks, or he's taking that seriously. He's just letting
He's getting rid of the tax.
Fuck the tax. I'm selling the tax.
Yeah.
I can't bring myself to go and pay to pay like $200 or more to just stand beside somebody and get a picture.
Mhm.
I'm a giant fan of Daniel Radcliffe, a giant fan of Elijah Wood. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan as well.
Yep.
But my like all so many fans of actors, they just want to meet them. But my thing is I want to meet them genuinely. I want to see them on the side of the road, be like, shake their hand and just say, I like your work, I love your work, and walk away.
Mhm.
And no, I don't want to be I don't want to I want to be I want to be that fan that can control themselves and not be like
Yeah.
it's Harry Potter! It's Harry Potter! No.
Yeah.
I want to just be like, hey, I love your work. I love what you've done. And not even bring up Harry Potter. No, just say, I love your work. I love what you've done. Nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Yeah. Some formal. Yeah.
Yeah. Or interview them. I'd love to be one of those guys at a junket, a press junket, where you're just a fan who gets to sit in front of the camera for fucking whatever web series it is or whatever, and you get to do the questions. I'd love to interview these people.
Mhm.
One person though, Bruce Willis. If I met Bruce Willis, I'm fangirling the shit out of Bruce Willis.
Really? Huh.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
Die Hard is my favorite show ever.
So I bet you're pretty hyped then for the whole Die Hard thing in
I
COD.
was freaking out. I knew it was coming out like a month before it was released,
Yeah.
and I was like, I was telling people, I was like, "There's this thing coming. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be Die Hard." I'm so I can't speak right now.
Yeah. So now on the topic of Die Hard, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes. And if you say it's not, we'll have a fight. No, I don't care.
Yeah.
People say it's not.
Movie.
It's a great movie.
Mhm.
When I first saw Die Hard, I was just a little kid, and I
Mhm.
never thought it was a Christmas movie. But when I
Yeah,
got into
me neither.
my late teens, I was like,
It
it
could
was
be.
released on Christmas.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's at Christmas time.
Yep.
They play it every year at
Mhm.
Christmas.
Yeah.
A fucking Christmas movie.
Yep, that time too. It's like
Yep.
you think about it's like Home Alone, right? It's like Home Alone in itself isn't technically Christmas. Like I mean, it is. It's definitely a Christmas movie, but it doesn't have to be. But it just happens to be the concept of it at the time. It works. So yeah, same kind of thing, really.
Home Alone's my favorite Christmas movie of all time.
Absolutely, mine too. Home Alone 2 specifically.
Yeah.
I think we know my favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's definitely hair, but no.
Harry Potter's Christmas movie. They have Christmas in it.
Yeah, there's that one time, and I think Philosopher's Stone, right?
Yep.
When they some gifts and stuff, and yeah. Yeah, it's pretty dope. And your banner behind you there—that's epic as hell. Actually, I love
That is a shower curtain.
I was gonna ask. It kind of looked like just like the consistency of it, the reflectivity. But
It's
that's
actually
dope.
it's cloth. Like it is cloth.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
But
like
it
the
is sold
outer
as a
lining of
shower
a shower curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah, the outer lining of a shower curtain. It's they had them as a photo backdrop, and I was like, they were like $55. I was like, do I want to spend that? I was like, but that is me. It's me. So I was like 3 a.m. and I talked myself into. I was like, fuck it, just buy it. So I was gonna buy it, and then I went to go on Amazon and get it, and I was like, oh well, they're sold out. So I was like, shower curtain. Found it. Bought it.
Yeah.
$21.
There you go. Meant to be, right? There you go.
Exactly.
Save yourself like half the money and still looks epic as hell.
Precisely.
Right.
Like I said,
So
I'm
cool.
cheap. I saw $21. I was like, I made money here.
Yeah, right. I got some subs just for that reason. It's like, oh, Hogwarts banner subbed. Oh, good choice.
I have had multiple subs, or like multiple people who come in, follow, and sub immediately just because they're like, I'm a Harry Potter fan. Love you.
Hey,
And
there you
They
go.
never
Yep.
said a damn thing, but
Yeah.
they're on recurring, so they keep coming.
Perfect. Well, hey, yeah, there you go.
So it did make money. See, done.
Yeah, it literally did.
Exactly.
Huh. Sweet.
So our next topic, we got to ask every guest that we have on here.
Dude,
So what got you into streaming?
What got me into streaming? My Xbox stopped recording. You know, you know,
Damn.
I'm being straight with it here. You know how you could just say, if you had Connect, you
Mhm.
just say Xbox record that.
Mm-hmm.
Mine stopped doing that,
Okay.
and I wanted Schwinty one.
Yeah.
We we went to high school together. We've known each other for years. I've known him for like 25 years. And we've been in a Snapchat group for a couple of years now, where we would just send if we had a sweet sniper shot or something like that, we would just send it in the group and everybody would comment on it. And I wanted to be able to keep doing that. And I didn't know, I was like, my Xbox isn't recording. I don't know. That's it. I can't do it. But then I realized quickly that, all I have to do is start streaming on my Xbox, and then I can just go into the VOD after and find the clip. At that point, I didn't know anything about making clips on or making a clip on Twitch. So I was just like, I can go in there, find my shot. There you go. It's a lot of work for just wanting to say, hey guys, look at this guy.
Yeah.
I shot him with my sniper from 40 yards. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then people started following me, and I was like, I got to get a microphone. So I started talking to people. I had no chat, so I had no idea what they were saying. I was just basically narrating what I was doing. And then yeah, the rest is history. I had that crappy stream set up that I started upgrading and went from there.
Then it's
There
history.
you are, yeah.
So
Get to Headmaster.
now, what kept you going?
The people. I like, well, first, I was absurd, like just incredibly shocked because I'd never dove into Twitch. I never saw another streamer before. Like I didn't do anything like that. So I was just like in awe that somebody would come into my stream and spend some time there looking at me play a video game. Because like at that point in my head, I was like, You want to play? You want to see a video game? Play it.
Right.
So
As Yoshi
and
Saka stream, yeah.
yeah, and like, but then I started doing it, and then I started watching other people's streams, and I was like, hey, it's not just watching somebody stream; it's creating relationships. Like you're talking with these people, like you're having fun. Like somebody I play with almost every night, Saw's Panda Bear. She found me just by going down to the bottom of the list in Warzone and found me with 2 viewers and was like, "Hey, what's up?" Now we're like best friends. I play with her every night. We or every time I'm streaming, pretty much we're playing together, and yeah, like I've just made so many good relationships. Like never would have met Trap Goose. Like
That's fair.
I love you. I love these people. I love you guys. It's you guys are what keeps me going. The relationships I've made, just the people. It's what keeps me going.
That's fair. That's kind of why I've stuck around for as long as I have, because I started streaming around the same time. And it's just I've met so many good people and people from all over the world, like, which is crazy. Like
Yeah,
I've got like, so Demi doesn't stream anymore. Quit streaming, which is very unfortunate. Missed the fuck out of him. But him
Yep.
and I still talk now every day. Well, almost every day. And it's just like literally about regular life shit. And it's like I wouldn't have met Demi if it wasn't for Twitch.
Yeah. Creates community for sure, even outside of itself.
I was actually just thinking of Demi this afternoon. I was gonna reach out to him and see what's going on.
Well, there we go. Well, fuck. Yeah, reach out to him. He's doing good. He's really pursuing photography and his drag queen stuff, so which is really
Yeah,
exciting. Like I'm super proud of him. Like yeah, like when I first heard that he wasn't streaming anymore, I was like kind of heartbroken. I was like, damn. I'm like, Demi and I have built a lot of shit together and put in a lot of hours together. And it came down and I'm like, damn, I'm like, this just feels like I'm losing someone, but then I realize it's like I'm not, because we can still talk all the time.
yeah,
But yeah,
Yep.
that's kind of what's kept me around, is the people I've met, the people that I've worked with. And I mean, I've made friends, I've lost friends in almost the last year, while streaming, but it's like it's just it's you never know who you're gonna meet on Twitch.
yeah. Oh, that is for sure. And like I have, or I had a very large European following. Back like when I first started, I was streaming a lot during the day. I didn't have, I didn't, I just can't do it anymore at that time. It doesn't work well with me having my kids and stuff like that. It's just not a good time for me to stream, and I wish it was because like I had hundreds of people following me from the UK, and I would have. That's when I actually had my largest viewership. There was a time where I was averaging between 12 and 20 viewers during the day because of the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I could make it work. It just doesn't. Um, I can't afford daycare when I'm
Yeah.
not working.
Yeah, right.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's crazy the amount of people. Like I still have so many friends that I talk to, and I try to regular their streams when they're live. But like being on the other side of the world, it's like, oh, he went live at 4 a.m. and I'm like, nope.
Just
I'll
can't
see
do
you
it.
in 2 hours. I'll see you in 3 hours if you're still going.
Which is fair, yeah. Like it's wild that like Twitch has brought all of these people together and from all over the world. And I know a lot of it is due because of COVID, right? COVID shut down a lot of shit, and a lot of people needed that camaraderie and to meet new people. And like
Yeah.
probably like I would say like most of the people I talk to in a day are other Twitch streamers now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I think
100%.
so too, to be honest.
it's, and I've got a lot of my like own friends that I've convinced to be like, hey, start streaming. Like It's fun. It's the camaraderie. It's you get to talk to people all day, play video games, and potentially make money on it. Like,
Exactly. It's a great time.
well, so on that note, what is something you've accomplished while streaming that like you're really proud of?
Something that I'm really proud of. Honestly, having followers. Just it was my follower goal when I started for the first year was 25. And I thought I was being generous to myself because I did not expect people to want to see what I was doing. So I set my follower goal as 25 for 365 days. And I met that goal in like 3 days. And then all of a sudden, like, I think it took me 3 weeks to get affiliated. And I was like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And then like I guess there's two. It's kind of a tie between two things. One of the thing, or that's one thing that I'm very, very, very proud of. The other thing I'm very proud of is helping other first time streamers or beginner streamers meet their goals. Like Lily Kitty in my Discord. I think you've probably seen
Yeah.
her around on my streams and
Yeah.
stuff. She started streaming. She streams solely COD Mobile. She has no webcam. She just has Call of Duty Mobile. And we were able to get her from 0 to 50 and affiliated in 6 days. And like
Wow.
that's just the amount of support that the community that my little community that I have on my Discord that they've just thrown all this support into each other, and they've all become such great friends, and like a bunch of them collab all the time together, and they bring both of their communities, like all their communities together, and it's just bringing all these people together and helping all these little like first time streamers do what they thought they could never do as well. That's another thing that I'm very proud of.
Yeah, that's those are like actually like really humbling goals and like achievements. Like I mean, it's it's something when I started, I didn't think I was going to be affiliated. I didn't think I was going to make money.
No,
I was like, shit. I'm like, people want to watch me play video games? What the fuck? I'm like, that's
Yeah.
so weird. Like, I didn't think, I thought it was just going to be me and my friends playing video games talking to each other while there might be one or two people in the chat.
exactly. Me and I was like, we do it all the time anyway. May as well have the stream up. Like my Xbox isn't recording, so I'm doing that anyway. May as well chat and have conversations with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then the amount of times that I've sat there and laughed with my wife, be like, "I'm gonna get a paycheck from Twitch," and I did.
Yeah, right. Like
You did.
it's such a weird thing in it. But I mean, hey, like looking back now, like I took it from as like not taking it super serious for the first like month. I'm like I'm gonna be a Twitch streamer. It's not like gonna be anything crazy. Like before I started streaming, I didn't watch streams.
Yeah.
And then I got into Twitch and I was like, shit. I'm like, there's actually a lot of fun people on Twitch. So then it went from, not watching streams to basically almost all my content consumption now is streams.
Yeah.
Like I'll
Yep.
just put on someone to stream and just literally have it on my TV and just sit and watch them. Not even like not be in the chat, but I'll just sit and watch someone play video games. Which is just wild. Like, or while I'm streaming, I literally get distracted all the time by someone else's stream because I'm lurking and I'm watching their stream. And I'll be like,
That happened to me.
I was like, actually, I think one time it was you and I were going back in each other's chats, and I was in the middle of a COD game, and I just got annihilated from like a mile away from a sniper, and I was like, fuck. I'm like, I wasn't even paying attention to that guy. It was very obvious that he's looking at me.
That's happened to me more than one time. Where they sitting here just like
Yeah.
going crazy, like popping up on the rooftop, take a quick snipe shot, jump down, pop back up, quick shot, and all of a sudden I'll hear something over on my other computer, like, oh, fuck.
Oh shit! Right.
You get distracted
That's
real
right.
fucking easy. Fuck. Yeah, that's always the best. Like, honestly, it's the there's more content out there than we get force fed. And that's something
Yeah.
that's like weird, right? Like you can log on to YouTube right now, it's gonna be like the Logan Paul and Mayweather fight, or it's gonna be like random NBA playoffs, or it's gonna be like
Yeah.
Mr. Beast videos, or it's just gonna be like those big content creators.
replays.
Exactly. And it's like even like Tim the Tatman and Nick Merckx. Actually, I love their YouTube content. Watching their streams is overwhelming because their chat's just wild. Like they're crazy.
I can't even handle those. When their chats, they're like, when they've got like 20,000 people in the chat, and it's just like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
The YouTube
no idea what they
point.
said.
When that is very overwhelming to watch, but like their YouTube content's great. So like because of Twitch, I found streamers that I like watching on YouTube.
Actually, it was like the exact opposite. I found YouTube and then, or YouTube people, and then later found out that they stream on Twitch.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing for me.
Like I watch a guy called Ink Slasher, fellow Canadian, over in Ontario. Do you know any of his content?
No, I've never heard of him.
He gets a lot of like Call of Duty updates like really early in the seasons, and he digs into like the Call of Duty history of characters and does all the campaigns and does a lot of mostly Call of Duty videos. And I actually, through him, I got into an email. Somehow I got onto an email chain that I get like little hints every now and then of
What's
content that are gonna coming. And I don't get like, he gets like, Activision sends him mail. Like when they were doing the zombies and stuff in Warzone, that before it would change directions, he would get like a set of scrubs in the mail, and so it's going to the hospital, or like he would get like, I think he got a hard hat in the mail, and like they sent him a slide machine, so like all these little slides with the what the fuck do you call it? The machine that like projector, and it projects the slide onto the wall, and like they send him all this stuff. So like somehow I got this email, and I get hints in this email. It'll be like one word, and be like, "Ho ho, mother!" Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho, and it's like, Die Hard.
Die Hard.
That's literally the email that I got.
How pissed off would you have been if that was like the Grinch?
I think that'd be pretty funny. So yeah, if Jim Carrey's voicing his character though.
Oh, that would be lit.
Oh, I'd be choked. I'd have been so choked. Why the fuck does the Grinch have a machine gun?
Because he stole Christmas, bro. Like, come on.
He didn't do it with his bare hands. And rob.
Goddamn. So since we talked about past achievements and things we've achieved in the past, I want to know what like all of our goals are. Each what our goals are for the 2021 for like the rest of the year.
The rest of the year, I'd love to get to 750 followers.
Okay.
I'd like to see my follower base continually grow, at least at that, because it's my follower base has slowed down quite a lot in the last probably like 5 months, but I'd like to see it start growing again, and at least get me up to that 750 by December, or end of December, and then just have my whole community start coming together and just have it going somewhere. Like have it going somewhere positive and not become stagnant.
Yeah, that's a good goal for sure. And I think you're taking the right steps, like we talked before the podcast. Your TikToks, your YouTube Shorts, stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
definitely think you're gonna get there, and especially you're entertaining as hell. Once we get over this like weird slump that Twitch is having right now, I think you're gonna skyrocket.
I sure hope so.
Mhm.
What about you, Fancy? What are your goals for the rest of the year?
We'll see how it goes. Basically, I want to get just keep going with the music specifically on that. I want to get that more successful, more routine. New system, new computer for that kind of stuff. That'll be soon, I guess. But just to be able to amp that up, I want to just hopefully grow on YouTube and to other media platforms for the music and stuff like that. Really, no general number I'm looking for at all. Just further growth and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully at a more quick rate, I guess. Like just more of an improved rate, more subs per month. Even though it's just like 2 a week or something like that, that'd be far faster than I got now. Just positive growth really is all I'm looking for. Some fans, some engagement in the comments, that kind of thing. I think.
What kind of music do you do?
Basically, just for the music, it's kind of like how do I kind of put it? It, most of it's all the music I do so far is about video games. Different themes about that songs. My biggest fan work that I've said before is J Music, and they do part of Mission, like Mission and all them. To make songs about video games, like usually raps and stuff like that. We're really cool instrumental about themes and stuff of different games. And my big stuff has been uh, about the games I like. Each Killer and Dead by Daylight, I've made a song for, or in the process of. I have a theme for them. And basically, or some cyberpunk. I've done Sea of Thieves, um, sort of stuff like that. And other stuff I'm branching off to as well. But basically, just like popular pop culture sort of things like that, content people like. And I just want it to be
Awesome.
music people could listen to, just something you can
Yeah.
Trap Goose's
listen to in
theme
the background,
song.
bob your head to. Oh yes, I made Trap Goose's theme song actually too. That was a lot of fun.
Wait, you have a theme song?
You didn't know about that?
Like,
Shit.
is it
Yeah.
what plays at the beginning of your
No, so
stream?
I do sometimes, obviously, just so people don't get overwhelmed with just the same song every stream. But tonight, after this podcast, I will start my stream with it so you can hear it.
There you go.
Oh, man.
Perfect. Yeah, do it. That'd be good. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to make. I don't know. I clearly need to have a better answer on how to explain what I do because I don't have one.
It's it's electronic game parodies.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like parody music, but kind of not. It's more of a tribute than a parody, I guess,
Yeah.
to the games and series.
Electronic
The
tribute
concept of them.
music. That I don't know. That just
Yeah. And since I haven't, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right. It doesn't sound good either. But it's
is it like EDM or
the genres are all over the place, and that's
okay?
the fun part too. Because I like all kinds of music mostly, and I like to be able to experiment with it because to see what I can do better at and learn as I go, sort of thing. But if I'm taking Dead by Daylight, for example, each killer's got their own concept, so I try to make the genre of the music around what they're like. So Trapper was kind of different and stuff like that. Wraith was darker, a bit more drums based on his culture of a character. And then there was one killer called the Hillbilly, basically. So it was like some really fast country, basically, like Southern country
can dig
genre, right? It's stuff like that. And then Cyberpunk, when I did that, it was like cyberpunk style music. I think that's Trap's favorite song still.
Yeah.
It's the one I've done is that one. And just try to fit the theme of what I'm trying to do with. Like, it'd be the same thing if I did, like, for example, like a Harry Potter song. If I was big into that, I'd want to do it like probably more orchestral, and stuff like that. Have a lot of like choir sounds and stuff like that to it. That sort of thing. I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, so each one's a little.
That's
I try to
awesome.
make it as different as possible. But yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no.
I'm a gigantic fan of music.
Well,
So
there you go.
There you go. Feel free to check it out.
Yeah, no. Fancy honestly is like low key becoming one of my favorite like musicians. Like when he releases the song, I'm like, damn. I'm like, it's actually like good. and like we all have those friends where they release something, you're like, okay, I'm gonna support you, but like it's kind of garbage. But like it's like if there's something like that I think fans could do better, I'm just like, hey, you can do this, and he's like, he takes it, and those are the kind of like, you want a friend to help you out, but you have to also accept their what's the word I'm looking for. Criticism.
Constructive criticism.
Exactly. You have to accept their criticism and take it in especially if they're the ones showing it and sharing it and so on and so forth, right? So that's where I think he's different than a lot of other friends that I have that have done music.
Oh, thanks,
Most of them are just like, nah, man, I know what I'm doing. And it's like, bro, you literally have auto-tune cranked. You're yelling into a mic. You can't hear what you're saying. Your beat's garbage.
That's the worst thing. Like, I used to be in a band. I was in a few bands in my younger days, and when I was in one country band. It was great. We could hear ourselves. I could hear myself. I was the vocalist. I could hear myself sing. I could adjust well to the tune of the guitar. Like, everything was great. Then I actually went into a very heavy metal band. I went country, cover wedding band, and into a metal, like, screamo kind of.
Awesome.
Let's call it a kill switch engage type band.
Right.
And the guys that I played with, they played so loud, and we didn't have proper monitors. Like, for people that don't know, that's a speaker that faces
Computer
you.
monitors got you.
Yeah, exactly.
Understanding.
Monitor for it. Yeah.
So we didn't have like proper monitors, or we didn't have like headsets so that we could hear ourselves. So I was just like, and we go back and we like recorded it, and we're like, I can't sing. I cannot sing.
Feel you.
Damn, that's funny shit. So Antics just wants to continue to grow. Do you want to set yourself like a number goal on YouTube? Is there a subscriber amount you want to hit for the end of the year?
Jeez, man. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's so hard. The growth is so slow compared to like you guys at the moment. Like, I don't have like a trend per se. I'd love to hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't think that's unreasonable, but it's also tough. I just have to hit. I need to hit like get lucky with like a certain somebody notices a particular song and spreads it out. Like, it happened a bit with the Sea of Thieves one, and with what I did Trickster on the last one because of the release content. So my next ones should do the exact what I'm thinking of on a multiple scale. So I just wanted the right people to see it at the right time, and it should just snowball. I just needed to snowball basically. So 1,000 by the end of the year would be good. That's the monetization limit where you can do more stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. Just you get more control over your channel. 100 would be good. I think I should be able to do that.
What are you at right now on your YouTube channel?
Just 58. Something like that. Little number. Still 58 last I checked. But yeah, as I expand to other platforms and stuff like that, amp up the social media a bit, different things like that, maybe I can get a bit more. I just have to hit the right things.
Well, and I think you're doing a good job with it, especially like getting as you're going on. I think your songs are getting better, and I think you're going to get more notoriety in other platforms as well, not just YouTube, right? Like, I think.
Right.
I mean, this could be the constructive criticism aspect of Trap Goose. Is obviously, like, I've harped on you since you started making music. TikTok is going to be, I think, going to be your niche, because you get one TikTok. I had a TikTok the other day. I posted in January, so like 6 months ago, that was at 200 views, and it just randomly hit 4,300 views.
Right.
In like 3 days, it just randomly got 4,000 views. I was like, what the
59 subscribers, motherfucker.
59? Whoa! Hey, look at that.
Shit.
Already one step closer to the goal.
I gotta go unsubscribe now.
Average it out. Appreciate that. Thanks, Headmaster Dumbledore. I appreciate that.
But no, I think you can do it. I truly believe that both you guys' goals are obtainable, and I think both of you guys have the talent to do it. So,
speaking of TikTok, like, I think I have found the Warzone TikTok algorithm.
Oh yeah.
And if you want to get a video start hitting the thousands, just blame somebody in it for cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And the keyboard warriors will come out by the hundreds.
Damn, that actually is not a bad idea.
I was fucking around with it. I was just putting a few videos on. I was just making them all different. Mm-hmm. And then I made one at the start of about somebody cheating in Warzone, and then I made one at the end about somebody utilizing a glitch. The one at the start hit like 6,000 views. The one at the end is somewhere around 80,000 views.
Wow.
And they're just like all the ones in between, few hundred.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about cheaters, you'll get some. You'll get.
There we go. Fancy Antics.
Yeah.
There's your video. Just post a song
Thinking,
and just be like, this guy cheated in Warzone, and it's just clickbait 100%.
shit, I might even just have to just make any song completely unrelated and put the hashtag Warzone cheats, and then fuck, I'm good.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with it, but worth a shot. Maybe I'll just do that for this. Actually, we'll put clips of this podcast on our TikTok, and we'll have Warzone cheats as part of it because we did technically talk about the video.
Pointing to my face, this guy cheats at Warzone.
We got to make sure he says cheats at Warzone because we don't need your wife yelling at me in your chat.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy cheats. I get grilled for hours.
Cheat.
I already get you in enough trouble with your wife, opening Pokemon cards and shit.
That was the funniest shit. We're sitting down, like, the kids decided to watch this movie, and I was like, I do not want to be here. But, like, usually, I'm like, all right, I love watching kids with my movies. Or,
oh no!
That's fucked. We cannot put that online at all. I think. I don't know. It's gonna be bad. I'm going to, but this might be good. This is a good TikTok right there. Oh my god.
I'm going to bed. Good night.
Yeah.
So I love watching movies.
Are we talking like filming as you go by the car in the playground zone? Or you're like setting up, or like Jesus Christ?
Oh no!
Like a telescope from 3 blocks away. No.
Oh my god!
All right, that's
deviate!
Like you said before, thank God we're not monetized yet. Holy shit!
All
There
right.
it goes.
And there goes Dumbledore saying that shit that he wasn't supposed to say. I'm sorry. I will rewind and try that again. I love watching movies with my kids.
There we go. Okay.
But whatever movie they picked, it was just this god awful thing, and I was just like head bobbing. And I was like, all right, I gotta fucking wake up here. So I opened up Twitch, and I'm like, I got Trap Goose super quiet, and I'm like, all right, ooh, he's opening up Pokemon cards today. I was like, I was a giant fan. I have FYI, I have a original, like first release, first Japanese release, not a first edition, but it is a Charizard, all holographic Charizard with like Japanese writing, first release of the cards, and over in Japan, in my safety deposit box.
Damn, yeah, that's worth something for sure. Holy shit, that's cool.
It's been there for like 25 years.
Wow. Huh.
Since I got it when I was a little kid, and I was like, I love this card, and I made my mom put it in her safety deposit box. And like I just like, she's like, why? I was like, why do you even know? Like, why do you like this? Isn't gonna be worth anything. I was like, this is my precious.
This is my precious. Damn.
Yeah, no kidding.
But,
Yeah, right.
And like, yeah, little did I know, like that card is worth thousands. But anyway, so he's opening these cards, and I'm like, I want these cards, and I got all giddy, and I was like, I'm making little fucking noise. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like,
Just enjoying the movie.
She's like, what just happened? I'm like, Trap Goose opened up. Oh, you mean the movie? Shit.
Trap Goose is opening Pokemon cards. What do you mean? What movie you watching?
Yeah.
And she was like, you better stop watching that now and watch the movie. I was like, I got caught. I gotta go. My hand got slapped.
So much fun.
Where do you bank at? No, I'm just kidding.
What's the number?
The Bank of Jamaica.
Okay, well, all right.
Yes.
Well,
I know where I'm going on vacation.
Real good security. Real good.
Yeah.
don't worry. I'll meet up with Dumbledore. I'll get the keys. I'll get his ID. I'm a fellow fat guy. Go and be like, yeah,
On the glasses, you could pass. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the similar beard style.
No, I go in there and just be like, I'm Headmaster Dumbledore. Duh. Do you not know who I am? Is this
Not
Gringotts?
on the account, sir.
It's Gringotts. Man, actually, I went into a bank when me and my wife went to Jamaica for a honeymoon, and I needed one of my what do you call those things? The traveler's check. One of my traveler's checks got like destroyed, and I was like, I need to get this thing cash. Nobody else would do it, so I took it to the Bank of Nova Scotia, and it was giant. The Scotia Bank in Jamaica was like half the size of the mall in my hometown. Like this thing was a gigantic, biggest
Damn.
bank I've ever seen in my life. In Jamaica.
that is fucking Gringotts for sure. Then, like, oh my god.
Pretty much, they had stone pillars. Like it was super cool.
Huh.
Super cool. They didn't let you. They didn't like when you on the door on the outside is like no cameras because like there's tourists. Like they don't want you to have cameras inside. They don't want a whole bunch of stuff, things that you can't take inside the bank. And I was like, I feel like I'm going to get anal cavity searched.
Yeah. For sure.
Damn.
Sorry, ADD.
So now we know he's with
good.
the Bank of Nova Scotia.
Yeah, exactly.
See? Boom.
Yeah. Perfect.
Damn. I guess like we should get back into our goals.
True. What about for you?
My personal goals. So like I've started posting YouTube content on my own personal channel. So my goal for that is I want to have 200 subscribers by the end of the year. And I feel like that's good. And then obviously I want our podcast. I want that custom URL for ours. So I want us to hit over 100 just so we can have that custom URL. And we're at 80. So, I mean, we're getting there.
It's not much of an ask. We can do that.
And then personally on my Twitch, obviously, like we talked about earlier, this kind of Twitch is on the slower side right now because all the COVID shit and the nice weather everyone's been having. It's summertime. So,
it's gorgeous.
but I want to hit 2,000 followers by the end of the year. And I think I'm at like just under 14.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a hard thing for you at all to do.
So I'm hoping that I can grow on every platform. Like my TikTok game's pretty decent. Obviously, I need to be more active on all social medias and spend more time doing that. Eventually, I think I'm actually going to start streaming on YouTube and then like a couple days a week and then streaming on Twitch the other couple days.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
To grow on both platforms and that get my name out there to the point where when it comes time I'm actually a decent sized streamer that I can choose my platform, whichever one's going to offer me more money when I hit partner status.
Yeah.
I like it.
So that's my goals, right? So I feel like that they're obtainable, and the way I've been growing, obviously, is kind of on the same trajectory as all my goals. So it's like we're getting there.
Yeah, it's realistic. It's good.
I really think that is a great set of goals.
Mm-hmm. You win.
I win. Damn. Okay.
You win now.
The goals.
I win now. Dumbledore, what are you eating?
Looks scrumptious.
Special K bars.
Pretty good.
Damn. Those are really delicious.
Yeah.
Because I'm a giant fat guy and I don't want to snack on chocolate right now.
Exactly.
I'm gonna leave that for my stream when we're playing Call of Duty.
part of the content.
Exactly. So I think we've hit the part in the podcast where we get Trap Goose's random questions that I messaged message Fancy, but today it was actually I messaged both of you these in a group chat. So it's this is the part where I just randomly spout random questions off, and I expect you guys to answer them.
All right.
So credit card numbers.
512. Oh shit.
5124768 Go fuck yourself.
Those turns numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get there. So my first one's really random. What's your guys' favorite board games?
Shit, I love board games too.
Hearts of Catan.
Yeah, that's up there.
I've never played it.
Go home.
Seriously, get the fuck off. You should play that. You should make that a stream because I mean, there's even virtual versions of it too, or something like that, like online ones. We could do that all online together once or something like that.
Oh my god, I'd have an orgasm.
That'd be a lot of fun. Actually, we can do that. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's on
I
either
love
Xbox or
Settlers of
I think it's
Catan.
Xbox. Yeah, it's just a. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's just a
It's a risk.
addicting game.
If Risk and Monopoly had a
Exactly.
baby,
Yeah.
it would be that.
Damn, like
But
those are two of my
It's all
favorites.
farmland.
Yeah. It is one of those all-time games.
Isn't it one like? Doesn't it have a steep learning curve though? I think that's why I've never played it.
No.
It
No,
doesn't.
I mean, the
Does learning
strategy of
curve-
it, and especially if you have the expansions, like there's a you like to
Yeah.
know what the best route. Because I played it so many times, I don't think I've won once. I suck. Apparently, to everyone I play against, but the concept itself is similar to Dumbledore. I think. Like, I don't think it's
Yeah, like it's not that hard. It's not that hard to get. It's very overwhelming when somebody is explaining it to you.
So you
but
kind of
once
have to learn on the
once
fly,
you-
kind of idea.
Like get it
Hands-on.
explained to you, and then get into the game.
Mhm.
Don't just like try to have somebody explain it 10 times because you're just gonna be like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No, you're gonna be like, you just get into it, and you're gonna either absolutely love it or never play it again.
Yeah.
But like, there's trading. Like you gotta trade for resources to build things, and you need to gotta travel around the board to be able to build your settlements and your cities and stuff like that. And there's different game modes. So like, really, I only play like the one game mode. I never play the more advanced ones because I don't have patient enough people to play with that will take the time to learn these game modes with me.
Yeah.
But like we play on one board, or like you can play like a random board. I have all the expansions, and we just build it, and then you just randomize the board, so it's like a different game every single time.
Yeah.
That's what makes it super awesome to me.
Yeah, games like that are always the best, I think. Yeah.
So Dumbledore, that's yours. Settlers of Catan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fancy, is that what you're gonna go with as well?
No, it's up there. It's a good one. I think number one, like I have a lot of board games I like. There's always just the variety of them. What people come up with, though. My favorite one is one called Betrayal at House on the Hill. Everyone's played that. I don't know.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
So it's super cool. So basically, the idea is it's kind of like a co-op game. At least at first, you play up to 4 people or 6 people. I think 6 people, up to 3 to 6, and little players pieces, and you start in the entrance of a haunted house, and there's a bunch of tiles as you go, and the house gets built as you go to different rooms. You open a door to a room, and a tile comes down. So like Catan, in a way, like the board's always different every time you play. It's completely different in the setup, and each room has different things, what happened to it, what you're exploring, items you can get, stuff that happens. If it's haunted, some bad stuff could happen to you. You could die as a character, and you'd be out, stuff like that. So it's thrilling going through it, and you want to try and stay steady, level-headed. You have strength, you have sanity as you go through. But where it gets really good is about half the way through the game, you do stuff called haunts. You do a haunt roll every time, every so often. And if your roll is less than the number of haunt cards revealed, the game changes entirely. It's like flipped upside down, because then you have to open a specific book based on what you rolled and did this and that, and it tells you how the game changes. Usually, somebody becomes a killer. Basically, somebody's betraying the rest of everybody there, and it's their job to kill everybody else. So they're announced this person is the bad dude, so they leave the room. They have to figure out in their book what they have to do to win, and the other 3 have to figure out what they have to do to win, 3 or 4 or whatever, and how they have to do it. And so every time you play, it's a completely different game. And then there's the first one, and there's 50 different versions of that possibilities, and then they added another 50 more. So it's like it's never the same game, and I can't play enough. Sometimes you get the same one, sometimes you get different ones every time, and then depending on how the set, like it could be really easy for the bad guy, or it could be really hard depending on how the house happened to be set up. Maybe you found the rooms you need, maybe you haven't. Like it's totally just always it's a very different game, so totally different every time.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, and I always thought too, even with the concept of the game, that it would be really cool if they had like a Scooby-Doo version of it, like the characters were Scooby-Doo characters, because the concept of exploring haunted houses, and then they fucking did it. So there's actually an official Scooby-Doo version of the game that I don't even own yet, but that's just cool for nostalgia purposes. So you can.
And
so it's more of a betrayal at The House on the Hill, I believe.
Yeah, I'm
Always
writing that
mix it up
down.
with- yeah, I mixed it up with the Netflix show, but yeah, it's totally good. It's like a $40 game, I think. One of the from a lesser known publisher kind of thing with games and stuff like that. But yeah, it's great with friends, parties. Pretty quick, easy learning curve. Like you got the idea pretty quick, and you just because it teaches you as you know what you have to do anyways, because it's always different. So, but yeah, it's a blast for sure.
Sounds fun. Sounds complicated.
Yeah.
With me,
I totally thought you were gonna be like, sorry.
Yeah.
Yo.
After all
Trouble.
after all of that, after all the build up I gave Settlers of Catan, I thought
Yeah.
you'd be like, yeah, my favorite game is Sorry.
Yeah, I like checkers. It's a hard game.
It is. You're playing with smart people.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Chess is fun though.
With me personally, I'm more of like the basic. Like I really love like games like Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah,
like
those are fun.
like they're a blast. But like probably my all time favorite game, probably most played ever, is Seen It.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Dude,
that.
like because I love movies. I love like I've got Harry Potter Seen It. I've got Disney Seen It, regular Seen It. My most played one is actually the Disney Seen It because none of my friends really care about Harry Potter as much as I do. But it's Disney Seen It is like it is so much fun, and it like takes you back to your childhood, and you're like, shit, what song is Sebastian singing at this moment? I don't fucking remember, and like, and then it just like throws you back into it, right? And it's just so much fun. So I'd have to say probably Seen It. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good one too. As you're talking about that, like that's nostalgia at its finest. I was just thinking too, what they should do with that in a modern day aspect. Netflix should either make one, add it to their app, or just Netflix, and you have like a Netflix seated of what's currently on there and shit. And like a partnership, just like load up a portion of Netflix, and you have like a modern day seated as part of the subscription.
Idea.
Yeah.
So
Twitch does it too, and you have a Twitch seated based on like top streamers and stuff like that on clips and
let's get this set up, guys. We're gonna make our own board game off of Netflix.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be seen. Like we call it something else that's off the concept because we're not taking the DVD idea here. We might have to just patent this thing and trademark it and go approach Netflix.
Well, not even just off of a streaming service, not even in the streaming service. Just like keep it updated and do it all online, right? So that way, all it is like we just have to like basically get facts for random movies, put it all online, so it becomes like Jackbox level. Take basically taking Scene at Jackbox and shit, slamming them together. Big brains.
I like this.
So we're gonna have to edit this idea out, and then and if anyone steals it, you heard it here first.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have it in writing. We have the idea first. We have proof. So somebody finds it after we post this video.
They stole it.
True
evidence. Yeah.
There you go. So we will now. We know what we got to work on. So that's our random. Our last idea was LED toilets, basically. Now this one is we're coming up with board games. We're geniuses. Yeah. We just need someone to be smarter and richer than us.
Yeah, it's like
to be able to put it together.
It's like near the end of the
I do not
podcast. We get the best ideas.
Shit, that's why we brought you on here. This is like Shark Tank. Fancy and I were just going to pitch you our business ideas, and you have to.
I'm supposed to be the money.
Yeah.
God damn. You fished in the wrong fucking barrel, man.
We're like, shit, we got to go on to our next Twitch streamer. Oh, fuck, Tim the Tap Man, where you at? Oh, man. But yeah, like this is my favorite part of the entire podcast is where I just ask random questions. You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be 5'6" or 7 feet tall?
5'6".
Really? How tall are you now?
It's fucking weird when you get that tall. Things are just gangly and long, and I imagine sex has got to be really awkward at that stage. You like, like you're doing your thing. Yeah. She's looking at your belly button.
Your head's against the wall. You're the thing hitting the wall instead of the bed frame.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just setting up straight.
Like a humpback whale.
Damn. Okay, so 5'6". Yeah. How tall are you now? What's the height difference there?
I'm 5'10".
Okay, so it's not like it's 4 inches. Okay, so I can see the Antics. What about you? What are you thinking?
I'm like right in the middle. I'd say straight, but I'd go with 7 feet. I think being tall itself is like I'm taller than the average person, I guess. So, it's fine as it is, but I think there's more benefits to being taller. Reaching that top shelf. Usually, ladies like the taller guys, not the shorter ones.
No,
If you're too short,
antics.
problem.
Hear me out. Headmaster Dumbledore is
All right,
married. He's
so I'm here.
5'10".
I know. I was thinking that.
You're well above
Yeah.
average height.
Yeah, and I'm not anywhere close to me.
See?
Yeah, as I was saying that out loud, I'm like, wait a second, I'm shooting myself in the foot here. There's clearly no evidence at that. I mean, I'm going on based on the stereotype, I guess, but it's clearly inaccurate.
With me, I would probably take 5'6". Simple fact,
Really?
like me, I'm just over 6 feet tall, right? I don't fit, like, height-wise in a lot of vehicles. Like, my head touches the roof. Like, I've got a big-ass sedan right now, and my head's touching a roof. Like, fuck that. I like cars. Make me tiny so I can fit in better cars.
You see, I have that exact same issue, but my family has like a weird build. I have short ass legs and a long torso.
I'm the same way. Yep.
So it doesn't matter what vehicle I sit in, my head is rubbing the fucking roof.
Mm-hmm.
And it pisses me off because my buddy that is 6'5" sits beside me and he's like 4 inches away from the roof. And I'm like, you're a foot taller than me. And we looked the exact opposite in a car.
Yeah, no, I'm built the same exact way. Like, before I bought my current car, I was out car shopping. And that was my requirement. Like, I looked at some Lincolns. The back seat's roomy. The front seat is not. I looked at like a Nissan 350Z just because, I mean, I like fast cars and cool shit. I would never buy one of those cars because I literally am sitting sideways like this. When I was test driving, I was like, yeah, this is not cool. I was like, it's fun to drive, but I'm like, I want to sit straight up and not have neck problems, so.
Exactly, yeah.
So I would say 5'6", and maybe it's because I haven't been that short that I'm like, I feel like it wouldn't be bad, but like being 7 feet tall, I feel like think about it. Walking downstairs, you have to duck. Like, I'm almost at the height where I have to duck coming down some stairs. Think about it. You're 7 feet tall. You're smacking your goddamn head off of something.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I guess, certain things. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too. I think I have enough clearance where I'm at now, so maybe with 7 feet I wouldn't. But I don't know.
He's looking around. He's like, "Shit, how close am I to the ceiling?"
I'm trying to gauge my door. It's a 9-foot ceiling. I should be good.
Yeah. Okay.
Most door frames are around 7 feet tall. Right, so like, you're gonna have to duck for almost every door.
Now, how close is that? How low do you think that ceiling fan's hanging from your roof?
Yeah, well, it's over on my bed, so I'm not gonna hit it anyways. Otherwise, if I'm on my bed, I will, no matter how.
Well, now we're getting back into the sex talk. You're on your bed having sex. You're 7 feet tall.
Well, then it's regardless of how tall I am. 5'6", I'd still hit it. Fuck. Stand on my bed, I'm hitting the ceiling.
So we heard it here first. Antics does not have sex on his bed. he thinks
he doesn't have sex at all. Fuck the bed.
Wait, you are married.
Me too.
Nailed it.
Goddamn, don't let my girlfriend hear that. She'd fucking beat my ass real quick.
Mm-hmm. Don't let her watch the podcast.
Or watch it, share it. Tell your family how big of a dickhead I am.
Yeah, true.
One of my last questions for you guys is, are UFOs real?
100%. 100%.
Yes.
But are they manned by aliens? That's what we don't know.
Right. Because, like, they're, unidentified flying objects.
Could be a fucking pigeon.
Yeah, it could be. Light effects of the atmosphere, everything's like that. Objects it's reflecting off of. Sky does weird shit with physics and stuff. Yeah. If we're talking in terms of aliens, I don't think it is.
No.
This whole concept of why it would be an orb of all things, a round disc, why is that always a thing? It just doesn't. I mean, if they were aliens, they should obviously have way more advanced technology. We're not even aware of how it should work. Fair enough. But it's just a human mind goes there because it wants it to be something.
Well, and it's like a shooting star or a comet. Everyone's like, oh, it's a UFO. Bitch.
Yeah.
They're like, stop it. It's very obvious that it's a comet.
Yeah. If it was something that people aren't supposed to see, it'd be far more likely that it's actually like a secret government test thing than aliens. Like, it could be it's supposed to be like a stealth fighter or something like that they're testing out and people happen to catch a glimpse of it or something to that effect. I think that's far more likely and explainable. Yeah. Because that would just be a secret potentially by the military or something.
The government has alien UFOs and they're testing how to fly them, so that way they can use them in war.
There you go. Best of both worlds. Could be that. Could be that. What do you think, Dumbledore?
I think. Now, I'm not a huge conspiracy person. I don't like conspiracy theories. I genuinely believe that there has been aliens. Not like I think there has been UFOs spotted by pilots, fighter pilots, just people in the military that because they spend the most time up there, like when
Yeah.
Or
they're
maybe
training, they're up in the sky, they're doing that shit, and I think they've seen stuff, and that it just gets hit, just gets buried away because they don't want to have their pilot sounding like crazy motherfuckers.
now here's my
Yeah.
conspiracy theory on this, right? I'm huge into psychedelics. Fun fact. I believe that because the air's so thin, they're on a psychedelic trip, and if they see some shit, it's because of the lack of oxygen.
It's
They are
possibility of the G-force.
They are pressurized, and there is oxygen, but obviously it's harder to breathe up there than it is down here.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
It's a different environment mentally. Yep. It could be that. Could be that. It's not. Or at least at the very least, sometimes. It is.
All right. This is where we get back onto the physics track. One thing people don't know about me is I'm a gigantic physics nerd.
That's cool.
I love physics.
And I love space.
You said two very contradicting things right there.
Mm-hmm.
That it's pressurized and it's harder to breathe. When you pressurize the capsule, the environment, it makes it the exact same. There's zero difference between the inside of the capsule of that airplane from the ground as there will be however high they go because of the pressurization. So like for instance, if you were to go into the ocean and you drop 100 feet into the ocean and you open up your mouth, water is going to rush in. It's going to drown you. If you were in a pressurized environment, that water is going to like blob, like kind of just flow in because it's the pressure is escaping and the pressure is coming in.
Okay. I see.
Okay.
And if you're depending on, sorry, that's the other way around. Going up, it would be that way. The outside flows in, and the inside it just kind of like flows in to equalize the pressure. If you're the lower you're down, it actually creates a vacuum so that you're inside the pressure from the ocean will actually create like a jet pressure and make it equalize that pressure. So no matter where you are, as long as you're in a pressurized capsule, it's exactly the same as being on like at sea level on land. Until there's a hole. That's why airplanes, when there's a hole, it fucking like
shit gets sucked out.
Everything gets sucked out.
Right. Okay, but what about altitude? Is that just altered because of pressure, and that's out of the question, or would altitude?
Altitude is altitude is kind of the same thing. Like if you're going up slowly into like to a higher altitude, your body will accommodate itself. But if you go fast to a higher altitude, you are not pressurized to that altitude. So like your body has to do something to regulate itself. So it is all still basically pressure. Basically pressure is what it boils down to. But at that high, oxygen is thinner and stuff like that. But you're talking at different like a different altitude. When you're in a pressurized object, the altitude doesn't change anything because they are keeping the pressure and the oxygen levels and everything the exact same as what you would be what you would be feeling on sea level or wherever you took off from.
Okay, so
Right.
here's my question: why do you get drunker in a plane than you do on the ground?
That's a fallacy.
Is it?
Yeah,
Really?
it's not true.
Okay,
Huh.
I don't know
It-
about that. When I was on a plane, I drank 2 beer and I felt
is-
fucked up. So
It's the placebo effect. You've heard it. You've heard it from enough people that you believe it,
Uh-huh.
so it works.
So I
That's not a
didn't
thing.
really know of it until I got told it while I was drunk on a plane.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
I was drunk
You-
off 2 beers. I can drink an obnoxious amount of alcohol and feel fine.
I can drink a lot of alcohol. I drank when I went to
Hmm.
Jamaica on my honeymoon. I drank 2 bottles of champagne, and I felt fine.
So we need someone to
Champ-
be like Mythbusters. So I think we all need to take a flight somewhere and get wasted
do it.
on the way
Over,
there.
yeah.
And then, like, 2 days later, get wasted on the ground and see if it takes the same amount of alcohol. Like Mythbusters level.
And wasted for science.
Exactly. And I feel like, it should be a tax write-off for the podcast, right? It's a business expense.
Yeah. It literally would
love
work
it.
that way, yeah. If we
I
want to
love
make
it.
money. Yep. It could work. Yeah, because I guess, I mean, if you were drinking in an unpressurized environment, then yeah, for sure you got more drunk. Like on top of Everest, something like that, you got to drink on Everest. That would make you more drunk, right? Like that's the thing. Because lack of less oxygen, it's
So, if you were in like you're just saying, if you're in an environment that has less oxygen, that has different, like the oxygen or the air around you has a different chemical compound. Your body, everything, just the thinner air around you is going to metabolize things differently. So you would get drunker if you were higher in a non-balanced environment.
yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
So that's probably where that fallacy comes from. Then is because everyone thinks because you're higher up, like on a mountain, that's true, and then they associate it with planes or something like that. But forgot the pressurization thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
So now we learned something.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's higher altitude, little oxygen equals more drunk.
Cool.
That's something I just Googled right now.
Oh, that works so good. I think we should take the next level. We're not just going to find a plane. We're going to go in those low orbit shuttles too, like zero gravity. We're going to get
one of
drunk
those ones that like the vomit comet.
Mhm.
It goes up and then drops you right down.
There you go.
See if you take a bunch of drinks on the ground. See if you get drunker going up.
And if you vomited on the way down.
And then sober back up when you're coming down.
Yeah, that'd be something.
For science.
That would be something. For science, we gotta try it. Definitely gotta try drinking 0 G's though. Like that's gotta be.
Now we've got a new show for like MTV.
So actually,
it's called It's Science. We just get drunk and do some weird shit.
We actually have I have a big group of my friends that I went to high school with. We actually, our group chat's name is Bro Science. Because we get drunk and we test weird theories. Like we went out to British Columbia, which you guys are aware. Chat probably doesn't know. Why did I say chat? It's not on Twitch. What the fuck? Anyways, the viewers wouldn't know. British Columbia, it's out west. British Columbia, it's like basically Canada's Washington.
Yeah.
It's beautiful out there.
California. Yeah.
So yeah, we were there and we were all drunk in a pool, and we were like, "Hey, can you punch through water?" So we were punching each other underwater, drunk off our asses, and literally we were just like the whole time. It was anytime anything was like, "How does this work?" We just go, Bro Science, and we'd literally be drunk off our asses figuring it out in a pool. And so see, it's not only that my friend group is ridiculous, you guys are also ridiculous. So this is a show.
It works out great. Perfect.
Call it Bro Science. We'll get all my stupid friends on there. We'll get them all wasted and just have them do fun shit. And we'll be like the commentators, you know? And then the ones we really want to do, like get drunk on a plane and like fly to somewhere exotic. Be like, oh guys, this time it's a special episode. It's your 3 hosts going on a plane. Private jet, no problem. Oh shit! But I think that is we've touched on every topic of our podcast. We've had a lot of fun.
Yep. That's good.
So I think that is going to be our podcast, and I'd like to thank you, Dumbledore, for one more time for joining us, having fun. This is
Yep.
probably
Thank you for having me.
This is probably the most fun I've had on a podcast. I've never laughed to the point where I've almost sweat in a podcast before. So
You tell all the
Good.
girls that.
well, sometimes, you know. But no, I had a lot of fun, and I think this is actually a very productive podcast as well as we had fun. So
Mhm.
so far, this is probably my favorite podcast I've ever done.
We learned some shit.
I am very glad to hear that.
Yeah, this is good.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
And Antics, I'm going to get you to run the outro because, you know, that's what we do.
Absolutely. That's what we do. So, yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. This is the Antics and Goose show. I'm Fancy Antics.
I'm Trap Goose Gaming.
With our special guest here, this is Headmaster Dumbledore joining us again. Again, make sure you follow him down on our you'll find his details in the description below. Links for the video, end of the video. Check out his content, check out his channel. Really cool guy to watch. One of the more unique streamers on Twitch, I think. Just very entertaining. So that's the kind of stuff we like to support. So please give him a look. Check him out.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And don't forget that all of our videos come out on Fridays, either the shorts, the podcasts, the whatever the hell Antics and I tried to do, our hot tub streams, you know. They're all going to be released every Friday. And we do some of our podcasts live on Twitch as well, so that is always fun. And so make sure so make sure you guys check all of our social medias for all of our announcements, what we're doing, when the video's coming out. Obviously, the videos come out every Friday. Rain or shine, basically, we make sure we get that video out Friday.
Yeah. Yep. And if for some reason my computer melts, we'll let you guys know once they're
exactly. So make sure you guys share this video, you know, comment down below. Let us know what you guys want to see from us. If you guys are content creators, let us know if you want to be involved in an episode. If we've had you on before, let us know, and maybe we'll do a second part.
Cool.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. One more huge thank you to Headmaster Dumbledore. I appreciate the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Just send me an if you want me.
Sounds good. Thank you guys. We love you.